of young people japa because every other person is doing it.
You cannot japa because everybody is japaing. It's not possible. If I knew that I didn't have the talent to come to Nigeria, trust me, I would have gone somewhere else, maybe to go and be cooking food. But that's why some of our people, they make mistakes, they go abroad, they start doing fraud, they arrest them, because you need to have an exit plan. Traveling may not favor me, maybe my grace is in Nigeria. All the right reasons why you're going. Do you have a talent that you're going to sell? What value? And that's why I keep saying value.
Hello everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of Wisdom Connect. I trust you love our last episode. I know you did, I saw your comments. So this is Wisdom Connect, the platform where we discuss about real life issues, always taking back to our guiding principle. On this platform, we're very intentional on becoming the best version of ourselves. I'm a big fan of Nigeria. I remember Abraham saying to me, "You like Nigeria, you don't intend to leave." But really, as much as I love Nigeria and I want to invest, but we also need to call a spade a spade. When things are not going on, they're not going on. But moving on to my next question, because I remember a lot of my family members would say to me, "Rosemary, I don't know what you're still doing in that country." They're like, "Just leave. Do this, and just leave." And to be honest, I see their pain. I see their concerns. Like, it is not out of place to be worried. For me, it's not out of place to say, Rosemary, why don't you do this thing differently? You've been here for a bit. How about try something else? And I see it, right? But I feel like oftentimes, like, we hear stories of maybe people in, let me not call names, they were part of Nigeria, where they say, the women will say to their kids, "Are you not seeing what your mates are doing? Go and join them." I don't, the people I'm talking about. Do you know them?
Yeah.
You know them. So we'll not call names, right? And they'll be like, "Go and join them." And sometimes I'm wondering, are we going to say family is one of our greatest influence to want to japa because you feel like you need to do better? I do think that family ties or family pressure can be a reason why people want to japa.
When you talk about family, I feel like it's just that don't overdo it. But family is supposed to push you to do better. Okay. Actually, my mom pushed me to do better. I think her words made me who I am today. Telling me that you have to do it, you have to be better. You have to make it in life. So when it comes to family pushing people, I like it, but don't overdo it. And your family cannot push you to japa. And that's what I'm saying. Japa is between you and having a tangible reason. You cannot japa because everybody is japaing. It's not possible. What is your reason? What is your plan? If I knew that I didn't have the talent to come to Nigeria, trust me, I would have gone somewhere else, maybe to go and be cooking food. Because you need to have a tangible reason. And that's why some of our people, they make mistakes, they go abroad, they start doing fraud, they arrest them. Because you need to have an exit plan. It's not because A has traveled, not because you have traveled. I think that if I travel, it will favor me. Traveling may not favor me. Maybe my grace is in Nigeria. So I think people also need to understand that. And our young ones as well, they are very gullible. My friend has gone, he has made money. You don't know how he's making the money. Is it not now where we saw they arrested one girl for fraud that she was living a great life? Nobody knew. So I tell people, you need to know the right reasons why you're going. Do you have a talent that you're going to sell? What value? And that's why I keep saying value. You're going on to travel abroad. What is the value you have? How do you want to, impact the...
and it fits into that society.
You cannot just go because you feel like it's the land of milk and honey. You go and there's no honey there at the end of the day.
I like what you're saying, Riyah, but the truth is, I don't have my data to say majority, but a lot of people, or a lot of young people, maybe now they know better, I don't know, but a lot of young people japa because every other person is doing it. Yeah. That's the truth. That's what we find. Yeah. You know better. That's why you're saying, "Oh, I don't want to japa." And I'm going to play some recordings. And I heard people say, "Oh, even if you have to, do it for so reasons, right?" Yeah. Everybody's reason is different, right? You know what I mean? Yeah. You might... In the field that you were in, it might excel better in some countries than it will in Nigeria. It is the truth. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, but you've equipped yourself enough so that when you do japa, you know what I mean? Like, you are able to fit in. But the truth is, a lot of people just leave. Okay, so I was watching something. Yeah. A YouTube channel actually, and the man was saying that anybody that japa is not poor.
I agree. I totally agree.
Because you will spend at least 5 million is even small. What are we saying?
Before.
That's a lot.
That's before, right? So at least japa. So it means that you have to get up to 10 million or something to japa. Wait, so you had 10 million naira and you didn't use it to do something? You know what I'm trying to say? So really, it's painful. I love that you're saying it, but it's painful because what we see are people just leaving because everybody's leaving. And it looks like it is greener on the other side. It always looks greener until you get there. Let me go to Lot's story. You know Lot, when Abraham and Lot, he said, where should you choose? He said that side because it's greener. Yeah. But was it greener? Yes, he was. But was Did he know the challenges that he would face? No, he did not. You know what I mean? So it's always good to go with the plans. I really like what you said.
And that's why a lot of them get there. They start doing drugs. They start getting depressed. We've seen a lot of Nigerians abroad and they are very depressed and they just go into different vices. And that is why I'm saying it here. And I say it everywhere I go. Have an exit plan. Put your life mapped out. Do not do this because, see, A may be dancing, they'll clap. B will dance, they'll beat B. So you need to know what value you're going to give. And you just need to know that what I'm doing, is it the right thing? What am I going to do there? Where am I going to be? Like, we've seen a lot of things that have happened. People have gone and it didn't end well. It didn't end well.
Yeah.
I think just to add to that, it's also very important to know the fact that, I mean, this life is not, you really can't know tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's why you see a lot of people going to churches, not because they like to. People are clueless. Right? It's only God that gives direction.
Right.
There are people who would leave and then they excel because they left and they found something they're doing. Others who would stay and they also excel because they stayed. So it's like when you're throwing seed. If you throw, the same seed on certain soils, it won't grow. And then you put it elsewhere and then it grows. So you need to have that inflection.
I agree.
For lack of a better, you just have to go to God. This one, there's no sugarcoating it. Because you really do not know. You really don't know. And then once your eyes are opened, you know, okay, you know what, this is what I need to do. Kunle Afolayan is there. He could have left Nigeria only God knows how many years ago. And look at him now.
Well.
Exactly.
So you need to find out and you need to have that spiritual side of it, where you get to understand what works for you and where you need to be for you to
Okay, so one last question for this Japa story is, do you think that if you have not Japad, you have not tried hard enough?
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. I don't think so. There are Nigerians there are people here that are really trying hard, and I really hope that they get to meet ends meet. I hope Nigeria makes it easy for these people. There are young people that are very passionate about Nigeria. They just want to see Nigeria do better. And we see them right now on social media. They are all coming out. I love the way the youths are now even getting involved in politics. They want a better Nigeria. So I don't want to say that, because you've not traveled, you've not tried. People are trying here. The system is just making it harder for them. If the system is making it easier for these people, trust me, we'll see a lot of bright minds in Nigeria.
For president. Come on. Okay. I love it. So do you think that if you've not jackpot or even traveled, you've not tried hard enough?
No. It wouldn't be fair to say that. Right. So I mean, like we rightly mentioned, it requires a lot of funds to even consider going that route.
Exactly.
So oftentimes when people are looking at it as an option, you know that they're already at a certain point in life where, quote unquote, they are comfortable.
Well,
right?
are they really comfortable?
Wait, no. Why I say comfortable? So I was looking at some numbers yesterday with a group, and we know today in Nigeria, 40% and above earn less than 100,000 naira. And that's the very, very scary statistics. So when you are earning that kind of, I mean, Japa is not the list. It's not even on your list at all. It's not important, right? So because you are earning a certain amount, you can consider this. Yes, rightly so. I know we have people who still earn less than that, and they still have plans.
Yeah, maybe they have families that
will sponsor them, right? So just like Riyah rightly said, I'm an advocate on both sides. If your calling is to Japa, my brother, please, it's fine, go. But also remember that you have people back home who need your support. Right? The moment you leave and you are doing well, you're at a certain level where you can now start influencing others to become or figure out where their life should be headed. So I think it's just something for us to find that balance, right? Let those who are Japaing know that there are people who are counting on them to excel there, so they too can, lift others up.
And even if you decide to go and you've gone and you're doing really well, please remember home. And this is to our doctors, really our doctors, because we're experiencing a lot of brain drain in Nigeria right now. The health sector is not doing so well. So if you're out there, you're doing good, make sure you have people back home. Just try to think about home.
Okay. Amazing all that you've said, right, about Japan, all of that. But guess what? I have more questions, right? But then I went to friends and some wisdom connectors that are outside of Nigeria, mostly around Canada and England, and UK, and I asked them a couple of questions and they answered, right? And I feel like sometimes let's just hear from people that are living there, and let's know, let's hearing from the horse's mouth, right? So I will read one, and I think I have others recorded, so we'll just get that played. So I'll just go into this person's response. I think this person wrote hers in pidgin, which is really interesting. Okay, so I asked her. I said, what made you decide to Japa? She said, na school. The way education be for Nigeria, you go register for 5-year course, but na 7 or even 8 years you go use finish before you graduate self, your motivation go down already they shake or don't finish. And that's the way push me now work matter. Where I did work that time, I just realized say even after 5 years, and the same position I go still dey. Same salary, same routine. And them go still they underpay me join. The worst part be say the people where they employ you go act like saying a big favor them they do for you. No growth, no promotion unless you sabi person wey fit help you enter the list. And that one they come out only once a year. When I think I'm well, I just know say if I know Japa, I fit still dey here stuck, unhappy and unfulfilled. But now I thank God say I take the bold step. Life sweet pass. Now, before I go to the next question, think about it. Like she deciding to leave because she didn't see any promotion or any potential promotion or promotional opportunities where she was working. What do you think about that?
And that takes me back to the fact that I said government needs to do better. Let's talk about schooling, which is very important. The university I went to in Ghana, half of the students there were Nigerians, and I had conversations with them, and all they said is the same thing she's saying. You know, you're supposed to study medicine for, is it 5 years or how many years?
5 years.
You are getting to stay in school for 8 years. How is that possible? How is that fair on these people? Why would they not run away?
Right.
So now it takes us back to our government, educational sector. What are we doing? We've said it a lot of times. We need a state of emergency even in educational system in Nigeria, because I don't think we are getting it right, and that's why these people are leaving. Now she spoke about work as well. Some Nigerian employees are wicked, like they are from the pit of hell. You know, you keep somebody to work with you for years. You don't try to give the
position.
Like, and I tell people, don't work in a company for more than 3-4 years.
Okay, so the only I agree, but sometimes I feel like except if that person is not making a conscious effort to improve themselves. If they're improving themselves, then you should also help them. But there are people that, you know, let's be honest. See, the same way we're calling organizations, let's call the people too. There's some people that will just stay in one position. They don't want to improve themselves. They don't want to get better. They just want to be growing. How would you grow without improvement?
So for me, I don't even want to talk about those people because they are already confused. But I'm talking about the people that are working hard. I know a lot of them.
Yeah.
You work so hard. You stay in a company for 4-5 years, even 10 years. You end up having nothing. You're taking the same salary, no promotion, nothing. Right. Our companies as well, we need to look into that. So some of those companies, they are users. And I tell people, you cannot be richer than your boss. You cannot be rich from working for somebody. Yeah. So at some point, even when you're working from them, you need to be having your exit plan. Your exit plan is very important. Your side hustle, you know, as well. So these are
hustler.
You know, I can go on and on. It's a very passionate topic for me because like we are not doing things right in Nigeria, and this is why these people are going. And now they are going. We're not blaming them that why are they going. Like,
interesting. So let's go ahead with the questions before I come to you, because we still have a lot, but we might not take everything, but if we can. So I asked her, what was your biggest shock or challenge after relocating? Plenty things shocked me when I first Japan, no be small. 1, transportation. For Nigeria, if I won't go out, you just waka come out, keke or bus there everywhere. But for UK, now another story. Bus and train get timetable. You guys plan your life around them schedule. One time when I just land, I get class by 10 a.m. I check map, say I fit enter bus by 9:30 and reach school by 9:45. Me when be Niger babe, I reason if I leave house by 9:25, I go still catch the bus, my dear. Now so I dey wait for traffic lights, make I cross road. Bus just show. See empty bus stop and zoom go. My mouth hang. Last, I wait for 9:50 bus, and as you fit guess, I late enter class. When I gist my classmates, she talk say if map show 9:30, it means in at that time bus they move. No be the time they arrive bus stop. She said don't get experience where she dey run like mad woman to catch bus. Driver see am and still drive off with smile on his face.
They always have a smile on their face.
Exactly.
Actually.
For Nigeria, that kind of thing they happen. If you get car for here, it better. But still try come out early, especially if weather won't misbehave. Maps. So the first thing she had issues with was transportation. The next one was maps. Maps, they work well for UK, but you must sabi how to use them. Unlike Nigeria, where map fit carry you go cemetery. This girl is just something else. When I newly come, everywhere they look alike because houses they built and the same way. One time I come down from bus, use map to find my way home. Still miss road. I can't ask people how to go house. I don't even know say map get live view. For Nigeria now to direct keke or cab man anyhow. Nowadays I dey hear say map they work well for Nigeria sha. Smoking and vaping are normal thing here. For office people they take smoke break. It like saying a normal thing. It shock me. Dressing. Or even people know they send how them dress. No stress. But me, I see they slay and step on next. We no carry last. Church. Okay, there's a lot of things she said. So she talked about church, social life. So let me go to mental health. Mental health is a serious matter for here. Depression no be joke at all. People, they go through plenty things where you no go even suspect. Food for here, and them you know they don't get food or things where them they chop, you know, go believe. And me, I still they cook my Niger food. I know fish out. Sugar they cheap die. Now all the things will go spoil your health, like burger, fries, ice cream, biscuits, will cheap pass. So that's what she said were the things that like were shock. She said a lot of things, but one of you keep reading it, we'll not be able to live here. A lot of things that were like shock for her, like when she moved. So let's move quickly. What's one thing no one warned you about life abroad? So this one is short. Nobody tell me say abroad life no be as it they shine for social media. Oh, it no easy at all. To make them, you go gas hustle twice as hard. Money no they fall from sky like people they think. It they tough with they push them. So I think this goes back to what you were saying about the fact that people are going through a lot of challenges where they are. They might not show you what they show you on the gram. Is like what we said last time when we were talking about some edge sort of social media. I want to show you my good sides. I want to show you when I've improved or what things are going well for me. Like now we're here together. I'll take picture. I will not tell you the flood I came from to get to this place today. You know what I mean? So people don't always show their process. They just show you the highlights.
But social media is not a real place. Actually, you need to understand that social media is not a real place.
Totally agree. So quickly, let me just take this one and then we'll move to someone else. Do you feel fulfilled where you are now? Why or why not? Say yes. So all thanks to God, I did in a better place now. I did do well for myself. Have you thought of Japada coming back? Why or why not? And then she said, I don't reason the Japada matter before, no lie. But anytime I look Nigeria, the wala dey plenty. Security palaver, healthcare no they function well, education still scatter, plus corruption everywhere. I would just ask myself, now here I won't raise my children. The answer they always be no. Maybe one day if things get better, Japada fit still enter the plan. Because if Nigeria fit even improve small, plenty people go rush, come back. People did Japa for greener pastures. But the real question be say, the grass green reach as it they look for abroad. If you've watched till now, then I'm telling you, you are the real MVP. Thank you so much for staying till the end of this episode. I told you it was such an amazing conversation you had in the studio. So for you out there that is watching us, please like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let people know the story behind Japa and Japada. You know, there's so much in store. So I'll be looking forward to your comments. I would want to read them. And of course, I would like to share more ideas with you. So if you've not subscribed, please, this is just where it is. Just subscribe right here. And yes, be able to see more videos and put on your notification bell so that every time we post a new video you get to see it. God bless you. Bye.